If you want to learn GIMP fast, the best place to start is by understanding the layout, because once you know where everything is, the software becomes much easier to use. In this video, I'm going to walk you through the essential basics of GIMP step by step, from creating your first project to painting, selecting, scaling, adding text, cropping, and saving the right way. If you find this helpful, make sure to hit like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more simple software tutorials just like this. Alright, let's jump in. First, open GIMP and create a new canvas. Go to File, then click New, or just press Ctrl and N on your keyboard. A new window will appear where you can set up your project. For this tutorial, set the width to 1920 and the height to 1080 pixels. This gives you a standard wide canvas that works great for learning, thumbnails, and general design practice. Once those values are entered, click OK. Now let's understand the four most important workspace zones in GIMP. The first one is the canvas in the center. This is your main working area, and it's where your actual image or design appears. The second is the toolbox, usually located at the top left. This contains your main editing tools like the Paintbrush, Crop tool, Text tool, and Selection tools. The third is the tool options area, usually at the bottom left. This section changes depending on which tool you have selected, and it lets you control things like brush size, opacity, font style, and more. The fourth area is the utility docs on the right side. These panels manage brushes, patterns, gradients, and your layers. The most important one here is the Layers panel, because layers are what keep your work organized. Once you understand the layout, it's time to start creating and editing. Let's begin with painting and selection basics. First, click the foreground color box. This is the top overlapping color square at the bottom of the toolbox. Choose a bright color like red and click OK. Then press P to activate the Paintbrush tool. On the top right, open the Brushes panel and choose a textured brush. Now draw a completely closed circle on your canvas. Make sure the line is fully sealed with no gaps, because if there are any openings, the fill color can leak out in the next step. Now let's fill that shape. Click the foreground color box again, change the color to blue, and click OK. Then press Shift and B to activate the Bucket Fill tool. Click once inside the circle you drew, and GIMP will fill that enclosed area with a solid blue color. This is a really important beginner skill because it teaches you how to combine drawing and filling in a controlled way. Next, let's isolate the shape with a Selection tool. Press U to activate the Fuzzy Select tool, also known as the magic wand. Click once on the blue area inside your circle. You'll see moving dashed lines appear around the selected area. These are called marching ants, and they show you that only that section is selected and ready for editing. This is useful when you want to work on one part of an image without affecting everything else. Now we move into scaling and layout adjustments. Before you transform anything, press Ctrl, Shift, and A to clear your active selection. This is a very important step because if you forget it, the Scale tool may only affect the selected area instead of the whole graphic. That can cause confusion for beginners, so always deselect first when needed. To scale your artwork, press Shift and T to activate the Scale tool. Click directly on your artwork and you'll see handles appear around it. Grab one of the corner handles and drag inward to shrink the graphic. You can also resize it larger if needed. When you're happy with the size, press Enter to apply the transformation. This is one of the core skills in GIMP because resizing elements is something you'll do constantly in design work. Next, let's talk about layers and typography. In the Layers panel on the bottom right, click the Create a New Layer icon. Name the layer Background Color. Make sure the Fill With option is set to Transparency, then click OK. Creating transparent layers is one of the best habits you can learn early because it gives you flexibility and keeps your edits non-destructive. Now add some text. Press T to activate the Text tool. Click anywhere on an empty part of your canvas and start typing your title. GIMP will automatically create a dedicated text layer above your current layers. That means you can move, edit, and style your text independently. In the Tool Options box at the lower left, you can change the font, size, color, and other text settings to match your design. This is how you start combining graphics and typography in a clean, organized way. After that, let's refine the look with transparency and cropping. In the Layers panel on the right, click your original painted graphic layer to select it. Then find the opacity slider at the top of the panel and drag it down to 50%. This makes the layer semi-transparent and can help create softer, more layered designs. It's a simple trick, but it makes a big visual difference. Now press Shift and C to activate the crop tool. Click and drag a box tightly around your text and graphics so you can remove any extra empty space. When your crop looks right, press Enter to apply it. Cropping is useful because it trims away unused pixels and helps your final image look more focused and professional. Finally, let's cover the golden rule of saving versus exporting. This is where a lot of beginners get confused, so pay close attention. If you are still working on your project and want to come back and edit it later, use Save As. The shortcut is Shift, Ctrl, and S. Save your file in GIMP's native XCF format. This format preserves your layers, text, and transparency, which means you can reopen it later and keep editing. However, it does not save your undo history, so once you close the file, your step-by-step undo steps will be gone. If your project is completely finished and you want to share it, upload it, print it, or email it, then use Export As. The shortcut is Shift, Ctrl, and E. Export your file as a PNG or JPG. This flattens your layers into a single image file that is ready for use outside of GIMP. So remember, XCF is for working files, and PNG or JPG is for finished files. Before we wrap up, here's a quick shortcut cheat sheet you can keep in mind while learning GIMP. New Project is Ctrl and N. Paintbrush tool is P. Bucket Fill tool is Shift and B. Fuzzy Select tool is U. Deselect All is Ctrl, Shift, and A. Scale tool is Shift and T. Text tool is T. Crop tool is Shift and C. Save project as XCF is Shift, Ctrl, and S. Export image as PNG or JPG is Shift, Ctrl, and E. And that's the beginner workflow for learning GIMP. If you followed along with this tutorial, you now understand the basic interface, how to paint and fill shapes, how to make selections, how to scale and crop, how to use layers, and how to save your work properly. If this video helped you, please hit like, subscribe, and share it with someone who is just getting started with GIMP. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial.